pill to swallow is when you understand that your life would not get better until you get better. Your life would not change until you change. I've listened to a lot of content recently, and those are the two things that have stuck with me. I wonder, and I keep on writing down, I want to change my life. I want to be better. I have goals, I have dreams, I have aspirations, I have visions, but I'm still where I am at. Nothing has changed. I have the desire, but the desire alone is not enough to create change. What actually creates the change is the actions that you take on a daily basis to make the changes. Your life would not get better until you get better. Things wouldn't get easier. Things wouldn't work themselves out until you work things out yourself. And I don't want this video to be a motivational video. I just want this video to be real, raw, and authentic. I make these videos and I go back and I look at them and I watch them again, even though it's me talking. Because at the end of the day, we all know what it is that we need to do. We just don't do it. Nobody needs to advise me. Nobody needs to tell me what to do. Nobody needs to tell me where I need to be. Nobody needs to tell me what time I need to wake up. Nobody needs to tell me the goals I need to set or what it is, the milestones I need to achieve. Nobody needs to tell me any of those things. I already know deep down in my heart things that I need to do to take my life to the next level. But would I do it? That is the question. I should do it. I could do it. I would hope to do it. But would I do it? That question is the difference between me sitting in a penthouse making $200,000 to $500,000 monthly and me right now in debt, hustling and struggling for cash just to pay bills and not knowing how I'm able to, keep up on expenses and still putting myself in further debts with bad habits, buying shit that I probably shouldn't buy, and not living right, like not eating the right things. All of these things depend on that question. Would I change my life? Would I make the right decision? Would I make and create good habits? I should, but would I? That is the difference between that version of me and this version of me. And what is crazy and what I've realized is that that version of me and this version of me don't exist in two separate times. They exist now. Because now is all that matters. Now is all that is. Right? So what it is I'm at the place whereby I need to change my habits, change my lifestyle, change my daily, inputs, all the things that I do daily, change all those little things. Not eating right, not sleeping on time, just living life as the day comes, not having a structured schedule, not shutting things out, allowing distractions, conversations that don't make sense, that don't move you forward. All of these things are certain things that need to go for me to now make the move towards that version of me that is rich, that is dedicated, that is disciplined, that is always on time, that wakes up at a set time, that has a goal, that has a vision, that has a mission, that is motivated, that has, responsibilities. All of these things, that version of me exists, but it exists now. And that version of you too, the version of you that you see, that you think about, a higher version of yourself. And you're wondering and you're wondering and you're thinking and you're saying, okay, this version of me that I see is a future version. It is not a future version. It is a current and present version. You just need to rise to it. You need to rise to that person that's making 200K a month, 100K a month, 50K a month, 10K a month, whatever it is. If you can think it, if you can see it, then it can be a possibility, it can be reality. Because you're thinking about it, you're like, oh, okay, maybe it's 6 months from now, or maybe it's a year from now, or maybe it's 2 years from now, or maybe it's 3 years from now. But you have to understand that it is not any time from now. It is now. Like there is no like all the versions of you exist now, here and now. So if you want to become that person, you must rise. You must rise to where that person is. And it's it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be hard, but it's going to be what it is. And you must accept it as the price for the life that you envision, a life that you want to live.